again. Welcome to today's attempt at a TimeGuessr puzzle. This is the game that tests your history knowledge and your geography knowledge. We'll be given a series of photos just like this one, and for each one we have to say when in history was it taken. It could be anywhere from 1900 to yesterday. But you can see we've also got a map here. We also have to put a pin on it to say where we think the photo was taken. We get points for how close we are both in the location and in the year. So you need history knowledge and geography knowledge, as I said. I usually aim for about 2/3. I definitely don't always hit it, but let's see how I get on today. And of course, feel free to play along at home and leave your guesses in the comments. Now, this looks like a very difficult one because there's not a lot of information to go on. Is this bag going to tell me which location it is? Oh, it might do, you know. I'm pretty sure that's Italian. That says cinema, which doesn't help. I mean, this feels like it's just going to be outside some kind of cinema in Italy somewhere. Goodness knows what year. It's not black and white. The clothing doesn't seem super modern, but I suppose it could easily be 90s. My first thought was 70s or 80s, but it definitely could be 90s. I think let's go 85, 80s, 85. And I'm just going to go somewhere in Italy. Let's try, do we want to go down to Rome, up to Turin or Milan? Let's go to Milan. Why not? Do you agree? Feel free to comment. Oh, it was Rome. That's very annoying. It was 1985. Wow. So I got lucky with the year. I got a bit unlucky with the location because that really was a bit of a 50-50. I nearly went for Rome. I just thought Milan is closer to some of these other cities, so I was hedging my bets. And it didn't pay off, but I still got plenty of points. That's a good start. Right, what's going on here? This is another very modern one, which is what we like to see. That's clearly the Ukrainian flag. I mean, this looks like it could be Hyde Park. That looks like a British road sign. That is Ukrainian. What does this say? I don't know. It really does look like British road signs. Is this English? Oh, I don't think it is English. But I can't quite read it, which is annoying. I mean, in the absence of any other clues, if I can't read any of the signs, all the ones I can read are Cyrillic. Oh, this is the one that would tell me what location it is. It is the one where the photo quality isn't good enough. I mean, there's not a lot of masks. If it was towards the start of the war, I'd have said there'd be more masks. So maybe that means it's after people have stopped wearing masks. So 24 or 25. I suppose we'll go for 25. I guess I'll just go somewhere in Ukraine. But I won't be surprised if it's somewhere closer to Western Europe. We'll go for Lviv because that is clearly in the west of Ukraine. So let's see. Oh, it's 2014. It was a Russian peace march in Moscow against the original invasion of Ukraine. I should have stuck with my instinct that it was going to be earlier than COVID because of the lack of masks. I just thought there's probably quite a high likelihood that the people taking part in this protest wouldn't be wearing masks anyway. Anyway, 700 miles. I mean, it's not brilliant. We got just under half, 11 years off. Close. I feel like I wasn't a million miles away, but I also was not quite close enough. Right, that's a Norwegian flag. What is going on here? I mean, this looks like a film set. I mean, there's warships and everything. If I didn't know better, I would say this is towards the start or the end of World War II, but it's not a black and white photo. Surely they didn't have photos of this quality back in the 40s. So does that mean it's just some kind of exercise? I mean, I'm going to stick with 1962 because that's how old the photo looks to me. But it definitely could be older. If I'm going on what's in the photo, it looks older. If I'm going on the colours, maybe it looks a little bit more recent. I don't know. We'll hedge our bets and stick with 62. It could easily be 20 years later. Let's just go... I mean... No, we won't go for Oslo, because I feel like these big ships wouldn't get into there. Let's go Stavanger. Why not? That's kind of close enough to the coast that this is feasible, maybe. Oh, it's Trondheim. Okay, so it was, at least I was in the right country, although that part was quite easy. It was 1958. So sticking with 62 turned out to be a pretty good effort. I think I'm okay with that. Oh dear. This looks tricky. What do I think is going on here? That looks like a Japanese sign to me. Do not stop. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go for Tokyo, because I've got no other way of working out which Japanese location this is. What year do I think? That's the next step. Oh, there we go. Tokyo 2016. I'm glad I said Tokyo before I zoomed in on that. I mean, it doesn't have to be in 2016, but it's clearly not going to be any earlier than that, is it? Unless they built this in order to kind of promote, was it the Olympics that were in Tokyo in 2016? So maybe they built this in 2015 to kind of advertise it. But I think going for Tokyo and going for 2016 is probably the sensible thing to do here. Is there a bit of water over there? There is. So let's go close to the harbour. Let's go there. Why not? I was 7 years off. That is a really dirty trick, because that definitely said 2016, didn't it? Or did I completely misread that? Either way, at least I was pretty close on the location, although it did say Tokyo, so that wasn't the most difficult one. That's very surprising. I'm very disappointed to have lost 1,600 points on the year one there. Oh dear. Anyway, we move on. Oh, this is a super difficult one. Super difficult one to finish. I mean, this is just some famous mosque or something, isn't it? But I don't know if I recognise it or not. I mean, I say mosque, it could be a Sikh or a Buddhist temple. I don't know for certain. I mean, that is a very impressive sword. I have absolutely no idea about this one. I'm glad I've already scored over 30,000, because I'm not at all confident of getting much more on this. I only need a couple of thousand more to get above the 2/3 that I was aiming for. Guess I'm going to go for India. I have been to the Taj Mahal, but I don't think it looked like this. But black and white photos are always confusing to me. I mean, and these things around the edge, this is such an old photo. Do I think it could be pre-war? 1920? I could be way off, but I'm sticking with 1920. Let's go Delhi. Why not? I know that the Taj Mahal itself is in Agra, but as I've said, if it's not the Taj Mahal, it could be anywhere. And even if it is in Agra, I'll get quite a lot of points for location. So I'm hedging my bets as usual. Oh, it was a view of the Dome of the Rock Mosque in Jerusalem. I have been to Jerusalem as well, but 100 years later, it looks pretty different. Well, when it's not in black and white, it looks different. Anyway, I didn't get very many points for location, but luckily I was pretty close with the year. That's pretty good by my standards. So I have got another 4,000 and a bit, and I am over the 2/3 mark. 70% we've ended up with today. Not my best, but definitely not my worst. There were a couple of tricky ones in there, but maybe you saw through the tricks. Let me know how you got on. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.